everyone, welcome to Mastic Radio Control Submarine Base. I'm Sub Ed, and specifically we're down here at the individual ANEMICS electric model boat division, where today we will be doing an unboxing of the USS Nautilus SSN 571 148 scale from De Boer hulls. Oh, I have not opened it yet. I have absolutely no idea what we'll expect from this, but I wanted to share with you guys exactly what you get, how it comes, what happens when you open the box, what to expect, and what you actually get with the model. Those are always questions I have when I purchase a new model. Exactly what am I going to receive in the box, and what should I prepare for? I like to work in 1/48 scale. It's my favorite scale to work with. I know that a lot of you out there, due to limitations of size and whatnot, just prefer the smaller scales the smaller scale models, I should say, such as 1/72 and 1/96 scale. And just to give you an idea of a comparison of a 1/48 to a 1/96, what a lot of people like to play with is, for example, this is a 1/96 scale blueback. Okay, it's a beautiful model, runs nice, but I guess ever since I first got into this hobby and I saw Mike Dory's 1/48 scale skipjack sitting there in the water, just had such presence. These are beautiful models. I don't have anything wrong to say about them. I just prefer larger, and I understand a lot of people tend to have concerns about larger models, such as weight. Well, to give you an idea, for my 80-inch Seaview, this is the size of the dry section I'll be using. This is, I don't do dry hull models. I do wet hull models. The only problem with wet hull models is the period of taking them out of the water till they drain. And I have since solved that backbreaking issue by making a little portable model carriage system, which I float the model onto, pull it out of water, it drains, and then I can carry it. So this is the only displacement that I have to be concerned about in the Seaview. So if you make everything modular, such as batteries, you can remove them and the model becomes quite light. It's just awkward to carry around, and of course you need a vehicle that can transport it to the lake. But the point I'm trying to make is large scale models are fun too. Okay, again, that's a 1/96, and this is the bow of the 1/48 scale 688 class submarine that I've been working on. As you can see, it's quite a difference. Plus you have a lot more room to fit things in when there's no cobwebs. And to give you an idea, you can see the propeller's maybe 1.25 inch diameter here. If that is the propeller for the 688. I've seen trolling motors with smaller propellers. But that's enough of that. Just wanted to give you an idea of the size of the models we're working with today. And let's go ahead and unbox this. Again, shipping charges in my case were about $83. They list this as a 19-pound box. Of course, it'll vary with where you live, I should say. And came in 82 days from the day I PayPal'd him the money. Not too bad. I've heard people waiting a lot longer. But let's open it up and see what's inside. Okay. friend of mine, Ray Mason, who many of you know, said this only happens once every 20 years, so I should enjoy this moment. And I don't know what the next boat I have down the line, because I have this. I'm refitting the Seaview. I'm refitting the Shark. I have a Teskey Proteus to build. That 688 you saw. And I also have a Ray Mason Nautilus. But now that I'm back in the hobby after a hiatus of about 10 years, I've decided I'm going to standardize everything. Standardize construction techniques, standardize my watertight compartments, running systems, so that way as my bills progress, they should speed up somewhat. But again, who's ever in a real rush? All right, let's see what's inside this thing. I hope I angle the camera right for you guys, and here we go. What do you look at that? All right, first off on top, you see a lot of packing peanuts. It's well packaged, well enough, I'm hoped, to have survived the trip. And first thing laying on top it's a set of instructions. Okay, very simple set of instructions. What we got here? This appears to be deck mounting, access to the interior. Here we got the sail, diagram of scopes and antennas, and what appears to be the stern plane assembly. All fairly straightforward. All right, put that up. This is an exciting time of the build. This is where your juices are flowing. It's like, oh, what do I got here? How am I going to do this? How am I going to put this all together? And come up with something that I can not only sink, but get back to the surface again. This little item here is marked struts. So let's see what's inside it. And, as you can see here, we have the shaft and struts, the port and starboard drive shafts and propellers. Okay, it's a separate item. Seem to be cast with a running tube through it. I wonder if this was a proposed stuffing box like he did on the Seaview, which, by the way, I ripped those out because I'm going with a pump jack. We'll place these over here. There are lots of peanuts. I didn't calculate for the peanuts. I was thinking bubble wrap. But there are lots of peanuts. I guess it's a good thing. As you can see, I'm making out the hull here. Appears to be cast with white gel coat. Surprising. Thought it would have come gray. The Seaview, I remember years ago, came gray. We're using white here. I don't know, colors change. I suppose over the years, different materials, maybe even the vendors. Though you can't quite see it yet, I'm noticing that there is scribe detail on the deck, which is nice. It's going to save me a lot of scribing, other than chasing them out so that when you're doing the painting, depending on how thick I lay paint on it, hopefully not thick enough to have to constantly chase it out, but it's not like I've never done that before. Ooh, it's going to be a nice model. Definitely is. Dave, Mr. Merriman, assured me that the Nautilus is quite a well-running model. This is going to be my first time. The Sea View has port and starboard propulsion. This is going to be my first time where I'm actually going to attempt to make them independently controlled, as well as my first time that has a model with bow planes. I've always used fair water planes and models with fair water planes, so the control on a model with bow planes is much, I guess the right word, I hesitate to use better, but I guess you do get better control with bow planes than you do fair water planes. But let's see, again, we're dealing with lots of peanuts. Oh, see another box back here. Periscopes. We have periscopes. Here we go. And brass and aluminum tubing. Let's see if I can get this open without bending them, so I can share with you folks what they look like. But yeah, you can see it has tape here. It's a sandwich bag rolled and secured with tape. The difficulty is, how do you get it open without destroying parts? But again, what I'm getting here are some pre-made scopes. Looks like he has, it's K&S tubing, obviously, with the K&S aluminum strut that's teardrop shape. Alright, so what do I got? I got 4 units here. I'm going to take detailed photos of these and send it up to you guys as well. Alright, so that's that. And this other package here, excuse me if we're jumping all over the place, but I don't know, this is how I do things. None of this is scripted. Oh, I can feel what this is if you haven't guessed it by now. It is a sail. Yeah, you can see quite a bit of detail. Molded in here as well. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's difficult to see, but scribe lines, navigation lights, scribe lines up top. Again, there's the well, a small window section. Apparently, Dennis and Dave confirmed that this model is depicted after her last yard scene, I'm sorry, yard period, and that that's what I can expect to see here. Whoop, another bag of goodies, and obviously these appear to be the rudders. Okay. The bag's open, so be careful. The bag definitely is open. This is that white material. I forgot, Ray or Dave would know what it is right off the bat. So we have upper and lower rudders. Okay, move the scopes out of the way. We have the struts, upper and lower rudders, one stern plane. Okay, we have a bag of hatches and appears to be a sonar dome of some sort, the anchor. Probably, it's a standard Navy stock anchor. I'd probably look to see if there's something close made out of brass somewhere. Just as that's made. Look at that. The bag is definitely ripped open. And I want to be careful with these parts because we have the stern planes, upper and lower rudder. These parts, which appear to be falling, are the bow planes. And these actually cast in. So this is a bit stiff, but he did cast in Dubrow quick link linkages, so you can operate these to get them to rise and not only rise and dive in operation, of course, but to deploy and stow the bow planes. Okay, it's an interesting article that was online about these. Yeah, I'm going to have to work this in somehow. They're freeing up a little bit. But as to whether they deployed fully horizontal or at a 30-degree angle, the consensus is, when I actually wrote a former crew member of the Nautilus after I seen that discussion with Dr. Schmidt online, that it was designed to deploy fully horizontal, but the Nautilus would begin to shake above 4 knots. They found that they should deploy only down to a 30-degree angle, and they actually built stops into it so the boat wouldn't vibrate at speed. So we got 2 of those, and what appears to be a lot of pre-made linkages here. Very cool. Brass bushings and linkages. What's nice, because this is a twin-screw boat, you don't have to really worry about the jumpers used in the control surfaces to jumper between the 2 control surfaces, the upper and lower rudder or the port and starboard stern planes, because there's no shaft in the middle where you have to, as many of you who own single screw boats know, you have to have a jumper to go around that. 1 shaft, 1 screw, no slack, fast attack, as they like to say, those fast boat sailors. So let's take a look at the hull. Here is the upper deck. Okay, it's 1 piece, and you see the anchor well is cut out, forward hatch, location for the sail, and it's scrubbed fairly well. Yeah, you got detail. You got the aft rescue buoy, all the wooden. She had a teak deck, I believe. Oh God, the forward rescue buoy. Some nice detail. Torpedo loading hatch, forward access hatch. I remember seeing that also from below when you take the tour. An aft hatch. Some access hatches, I suppose, to stow lines. Very nice, very nice, very nice. Certainly the most detailed boat I've received from him. And let's take a look at the hull. And this is the hull. Okay, wrapped in plastic here. It's nice, I'd say, somewhere in the order of a 1/16 to 3/32 in thickness. Oh yeah. Now that I got a chance to see this beastie close up, and I'll take some photos. Now that I got the chance to see this close up, I mean, this is there are raised well lines all over this. Now, David sent me some pictures of detail work he did on one. Whether that's his or a customer's, I have no idea. But, oh man, this is a beautiful model. Looking underneath, interesting. I'm looking for ballast flood holes. Okay, nothing such as described in the bottom. So I think one of the first questions I reach out, I hear there are Jim Chrisley plans out there. I hope to get a hold of a set, and you definitely have to locate and cut out the ballast flood holes and whatever else. I'm sure other holes I'm looking for would be main seawater inlet and an outlet for the reactor coolant. I like to open those up. The more holes you have in a wet hull, the better she operates. Okay. Flip it around. But I'm telling you, the detail from here up is nice. I'm happy. I've wanted this model since the day Dennis had it first advertised, but you know, good things come to those who wait. She's definitely a welcome addition to my fleet of larger boats. Here we go. So you can see the stern section. Okay. But, you know, having served on a nuclear submarine, you know, there's some details that are missing. Like I said, the main seawater. On the Grant, they were 18 inches in diameter. Big holes. You had to worry about them because the 30% flooding condition, I know a 30% flooding condition in the engine room of a Lafayette class submarine will make it do a butt slide to the bottom of the ocean. The angle becomes so great that the air comes out of the main ballast tank flood holes, and the submarine does back end slide. So we were always concerned about those 18-inch main seawater cooling that led to the condensers. TDU valve, jets of trash disposal unit. I remember at sub school, they actually had on display at sub school one of the TDU ball valves from the Nautilus. So I know that has to be located here somewhere. Not that I'm going to model a working TDU system, but this is pretty much it. I'm going to empty the box, but I'm going to let you guys go for now because I don't want to do, as much as I love to ramble on, I don't want to do an extended length video because you know, you guys have your precious time as well. But again, I hope you enjoyed this. This is it. I'm going to empty out the box. I'll take some close-up photos, post it along with the video, and I hope you enjoyed it. Again, sorry if I rambled or I get lost. This is the first time I'm doing this, but I definitely wanted to share it with you. If you're a newcomer to the model of radio-controlled submarines, you will find it a challenging and very rewarding hobby. I have, and the many people who have joined us. I mean, since I first saw my actual operational RC submarine in New Jersey at Sayreville in '91, Mike Dory's skipjack, I've been impressed by what people do with these models. Anywhere from a simple 2 or 3 channel radio up to a 1/32 scale Vallejo class is owned by Gene Berger that had all 10 fish operated, masts raised and lowered. By fish, of course, I mean all 10. 6 forward and 4 aft torpedo tubes were operational. If I remember correctly, independent propeller control on 2 screws, and mast raised and lowered. Radars rotated, and it pinged like a sonar sound from it, and this has always impressed me. So again, if you're new to the hobby, you're going to have a lot of fun, and you just take engineering that much more, because you can successfully submerge and surface an RC submarine. Again, Sub-Ed here. Hope you have a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye. Before I completely sign off for the day, I thought I would take a moment and just put the two 1/48 scale models side by side. Just to give you a comparison of what two larger scale models look like that are the same scale, obviously, together. And that's going to be quite a nice sight down at the lake, having these two moored together. Definitely two beautiful models. Again, this is the USS Nautilus, SSN 571, and a skipjack class, USS Shark, SSN 591. And hopefully down the line, somebody will develop electric 1/48 scale RC torpedoes. I know Dan Catcher actually has one working for his U-boat, or several for all I know, but hopefully he'll share how it's done with the rest of us, and I think that's a really nice way to go with RC submarines, is capacitor charged 1/48 scale torpedoes. It would look nice with these. Boy, these models are impressive. Again, Sub-Ed from Mastic Radio Control Submarine Base. Just again, wanting to show you guys larger scale models, and large boats are fun. Till next time, submerge safely.